Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, it's X-Files. I'm RJ.
And I say that what you say is what I say.
And I say, let's get to it. Today is the 21st of March, and we were doing X-Files, the series.
That's right, and chances are you caught wind of it, must have seen an episode or two, at least one of those crazy movies. Yeah, I love the X-Files. I don't know what else to say. It's a pretty freaking awesome series. David Duchovny stars as Fox Mulder, who is an FBI agent who is assigned or chooses to be assigned to the X-Files, which are unsolved cases that, you know, the FBI has, and he's looking for the truth, but really he's kind of on a personal vendetta mission, trying to find his sister, trying to uncover conspiracies, trying to bring down the man, you know. So because he's so willing to believe, and he has all these absurd theories, he is partnered up with Gillian Anderson's character, Agent Dana Scully, who is scientific and highly skeptical. And she, you know, it's kind of, you know, tug of war with her, because you want to like her because, you know, first of all, she's very attractive. Second of all, she... No,
she's you, man. I mean, she's the audience, mostly.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, for the most part, yeah. Because she is skeptical, and you don't want to believe these things that Fox Mulder just crazily believes. But at the same time, she's at times overly skeptical, you know, where she's like, no, this isn't happening, while the monster's like breathing on her face, you know.
But sometimes she's right. I mean, you know, whatever. It's a necessary part, but yeah, I think she represents me for sure. I mean, whatever. I have belief in things, but it's like, yeah, whatever. Mulder always goes.
I always thought that was a very interesting parallel. Was Dana Scully has faith. You know, she can wholeheartedly believe in her faith, but she can't believe in the things that Mulder believes in. While Mulder believes in these crazy things, you know, like monsters and things that actually are in the X-Files, or, you know, in the series. But he cannot believe faith at all. You know, he's so, you know, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? He can reject faith, but he can't reject, you know, Sasquatch.
If they really looked, they'd see how similar they really are. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think well, I just think it's an interesting parallel. But yes, I think they do.
So, I mean, X-Files is just, you know, it's a modern-day Twilight Zone. You know, I can remember many a great episode.
Yes.
Circus episodes, like the one with the guy with the puzzle tattoos. And
oh, yeah, that's a go-to one. Yeah, the geek. Yeah, he was good. Yeah. There are a lot of great episodes. Basically, we're following, in addition... Okay.
Smoking Man.
Yeah, in addition to all the crazy stuff that they go through, you know, the collapsing men, you know, whose bones and structure just kind of collapse so that they could squeeze into really tight spaces, you know, things like that, you know, crazy, weird things. In addition to all that, they're trying to they're trying to uncover an alien conspiracy where the government is working with the aliens to build super soldier, human alien hybrid that will become a slave race to the aliens when they decide to conquer Earth in... Oh, I shouldn't give that away. Never mind. So while that's going on, you know, they're also doing their regular thing. Plus, there's the love interest between Dana Scully and Fox Mulder, and, you know, Fox Mulder and every single other girl on the show, and Fox Mulder and, you know, any type of pornography you can find, because he's one of those guys. He's a weird dude, but, you know, it totally works. You know, it's kind of understandable that he's that odd, because he's that odd. You know.
Are you going to talk about the movie at all?
Well, which one? There's several movies.
There are?
Yes.
You're such a nerd. I don't even know that.
Well, the movie that you're probably talking about is, you know, The X-Files, the movie, which picks up... what season is that between? Shoot. It's somewhere in the middle. It's between two seasons, and it is pretty awesome. You know, a lot of great things happen, and as soon as the season starts up, it totally references the movie and makes it so that you have to watch the movie to understand a lot of what's going on, you know.
I like the soundtrack for that, too.
Do you? Was it good?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh.
You
Because you have it, it must be great?
No, are you joking? You didn't like the soundtrack?
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, it's really good.
So a lot of crazy things happen. One of which is Dana Scully, who is barren. Due to she was abducted and they kind of made her barren, so she can't have any kids. But she eventually has a child. And there's some good things and bad things that go on that I don't want to talk about because the ending of the series is really, it just hurts. Yeah,
I kind of lost interest honestly after that.
Well, a lot of people lost.
Kind of stupid.
A lot of people lost interest as soon as Fox Mulder went into hiding, and they brought in John Doggett, who was played by Robert Patrick.
Yeah, what happened there? Like behind the scenes, did they like not come to an agreement? And
yeah, I think there was some real turmoil with David Duchovny. Plus, he wanted to branch out and do other things, and yeah, David Duchovny was a bastard there, I think.
Which, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, he was typecasted, and it sure hasn't changed. I mean, whatever, he's doing the Californication, but. Yeah, I mean, he kind of made a bad move there. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing to be typecast because you can keep doing the same thing.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, he kind of jumped ship, and because of that, I think he might have gotten a bad reputation, and people didn't want to work with him, or his acting. He doesn't have such like bravado and like chops that anybody will like hire him. Like you're the next Indiana Jones or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's unfortunate.
I mean, he's good though. What was the one where he's the hand model?
That was Zoolander.
Zoolander, yeah, right. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was funny.
So yeah, the real benefit is the beginning of the series up until John Doggett, and that's unfortunate for Robert Patrick because he does a great job, but because David Duchovny was the character to follow, no one really cared about John Doggett, which is unfortunate. I mean, even though he had a a partner, and I forget her name, unfortunately. Monica Reyes was her screen name, but I don't remember her real name, which is unfortunate. She did a fairly good job of being the replacement of Fox Mulder. She was kind of a skeptic. I mean, not a skeptic, a believer. She did a lot of work on demonic cases, and in fact, there was a role reversal with Dana Scully, who became the believer. And the person who kind of pushed the impossible for a little bit, but then they kind of brought her back. I think the writers kind of changed over or something. But yeah, it is a really good series, and one of my favorite three characters, and as soon as I said three characters, you should know exactly who I'm talking about. The Lone Gunmen. I love these guys, and I was at the very end. I don't like how. Shoot, can you cut that out? I don't like what happened to them at the very end. I don't. It's terribly unfortunate. That was horrible. They got the bad end of the stick. But either way, they're great characters, and I love every single one of them. I love Fox Mulder. I love Gillian Anderson. Dana Scully. I love Gillian Anderson. And John Doggett did an excellent job. And the guy who plays Skinner, Mike Pelleggio, right? That was his name. He's excellent. I wonder why I haven't seen him in anything else.
Well, he's been around, but yeah. I
don't know. But he was pretty awesome. And just the real values in all the stories, the off, the one shots, like this happens, and then sometimes they bring in the characters and you're like, oh, I remember him, so.
Yeah, it really was, like I say, kind of a Twilight Zone. It reminds me of that, where it's just kind of this episodic thing, but gives them license to do pretty much whatever they want. So they just come up with neat stories, and I remember it very fondly. It is a cultural thing. I mean, if you're our age, whatever, about it, you watched it.
Do you happen to have a favorite episode?
There was one, I just don't remember how it ends, but there was like a little boy in a cabin.
Little boy in a cabin?
I don't know, man. It's been so long, I can't really explain. There was like this cabin, and they found this little boy, and he was like living with his family, and they're trying to get him away from but he ended up having the issue. I don't know enough about it to explain. It's been so long since I saw them.
Was this one with John Doggett?
No.
No?
It was David Duchovny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that one, which is unfortunate because I thought I remembered them all. Okay, well, my favorite was the one where Queequeg gets eaten. Queequeg is Dana Scully's dog, and they're chasing after.
You heartless bastard.
It's not the Loch Ness monster. It's the was it Michigan's? Was it Michigan? It was that was like Bessie or Blue Bessie or something like that. Whatever. But a Loch Ness monster equivalent in America. And so they're looking for it, and I don't know. I just always dug that one. It had a lot of suspense. It had a lot of comedy, like when they're stuck on the rock in the middle of the lake, and they're like, "What do we do? Oh no!" But I'm hearing things because it's dark and they don't know. And then the sheriff comes walking up because the water's not deep at all, and he's just like, "What are you doing sitting out here?" And they was sitting out there for hours. That shit was funny.
Obviously a hardcore fan. Did you watch every episode when it aired?
When it aired, I tried to. Yeah, me actually, it was like a nice family thing. My father and I would watch, and my brothers, so that was kind of nice. But yeah, I did definitely miss some, which was unfortunate because But I don't think I ever missed any of the Lone Gunmen. I do love them. I thought they were great.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And that old guy was always like hitting on Scully. That shit was fun.
That's it for the X-Files. Yeah, let us know what your favorite are.
What your favorite episodes are. Yeah. Absolutely.
Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, tell us what you think.
If you're going to Emerald City Comic Con, please let us know. And when you get to Emerald City Comic Con, buy his card game. And as always, comments. We love them. We eat them up for breakfast. It gives us strength.
Yeah, they're like Wheaties.
I eat them, it's like Popeyes, like, and my forearms get huge.
I got a comment! Right.
And then I go out and fight crime.
What was that, man? Just giving up.
I didn't know that you...
Whatever. You feeling sorry for me? Don't feel sorry for me. I'm still ahead.
A big shiny head.
Take it.
You hear that? That was funny. It was like a big shiny head. Because you're like shiny.
He's a dick.
I started rambling at the end there. I wasn't trying to... Was I rambling through the whole thing?
Next time we take a look at Trigun, the anime.
Okay, so do you want Newsies or Beck?
Huh?
Would you like Newsies or Beck? Those are the only two chips that I have.
I have no investment in this. I really wish you would stop it.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
It's funny.
I don't think so. I don't think it's funny, and I also think that at some point you're going to be like, I hate doing this.
I do hate doing this, but it's funny.
I don't think so.
Let's ask the audience. Hi, everyone. Do you like my I am jokes? They can be stupid at times, completely irrelevant at others.
Is that your I am joke?
No.
No, if you think it's funny, go for it. On today's Duel review is The Files of X. I'm RJ.
Sorry, say that again. The Files of X? What does that mean?
The X-Files. They got it. On today's Duel review, it's The X-Files. I'm RJ.
The X. I can't even do it like a robot like you
do. On today's Duel review, it is The X-Files. On today's DR, it's X-Files. We're not cool enough to be
DR?
Abbreviated DR.
Yo, check it out on the DR. Never fear, Brooklyn's here. You want to spit in each other's hands? Well, we spit in our hands and then we shake.
No, you can spit in both of your hands and then smash them together.
But that's how we, that's friendship.
No, that's not worth that.
Camaraderie.
Friendship's not worth that.
Christian Bale did it. When did X-Files come out? Was that like 90?
You can do research?
Focal point!
Dude, you're supposed to do lots of research. What are you going to be like? I like it. There's a girl named Scully and she's played by some lady.
Gillian Anderson, she's hot.
And I like it.
Very true. I think it came out, what, like 93, 95? 93.
Why do you watch this show? Seriously. He doesn't do any research. It's not worth watching. I thought we were supposed to step up our game, yo.
Yo?
You're like, X-Files is great.
I've got more to say than that.
Okay, let's go.
It's also really cool.
Today is the 21st of March, and we were doing X-Files, the series.
That's right, and chances are you caught wind of it, must have seen an episode or two, at least one of those crazy movies. Yeah, I love the X-Files. I don't know what else to say. It's a pretty freaking awesome